What really makes a relationship healthy?
The relationship, every relationship is as healthy as the weakest one. So you could have a healthy person, and then the other one is not so healthy, and it does impact, but the healthy one can impact them. So, and by the way, there's no unhealthy relationships. They're just relationships. Because again, like somebody said, I come from a dysfunctional family. I said, well, your family functioned. It functioned so well, you went and found another one just like it. And if you're really good, you compound it and make it worse. So
Yeah.
it's only as healthy as the players in it. They do evolve. Like China, she said, well, I've been working on myself and my husband's changing. He's not getting
Mm.
sessions, I am. So the healthy one can help, pull, encourage, and it will impact everyone involved. Now, it could be the other way around. The more dominant, unhealthy one can impact the other person. And, I always say, don't leave the relationship because, at one point you may want to leave. Then it's based on hurt.
Hmm.
And they asked me, should I leave? I said, if they're not harming you, use them to heal you. When they trigger you, you clean yourself up. When they do something, you clean themselves up. When you see them, you think about it, you have negative feelings, you clean that up. As you do that, you're going to heal. And as you heal, you're going to respond differently.
Yeah.
They will follow the responses.
Yeah. Exactly. That's great. That's such great advice.
And
And
it works. It works.
exactly. Yes. And that leads us to the second question. How can you tell when a relationship has reached its endpoint?
Well, I guess when it's really harmful, dangerous, miserable,
Yes.
and you've had enough. Because here's the fact. If you have an abusive wife or abusive husband, and they fully justify their abuse and it's part of their tradition, their life, and if you get tired of it and you can't solve it, protect yourself, pack your bags, be smart, because if you're dealing with an extreme narcissist,
Oh
everyone's
boy.
narcissistic, extreme one, they're mean, they're violent. They'll
Yeah.
destroy you. They'll tell everybody in the church how evil you are. They'll tell all your friends about, and they lie. They're really great. And there's some really, really bad ones out there. And they're only bad because they have great trainings from where they come from.
True.
And if that's not the party you want to be a part of, you got to be really smart because they will try to harm you in any way possible. And that's not all of them, just some.
Mhm.
Like I worked with this young girl. I was a friend. I was a friend with her for years. She's a really happy-go-lucky girl. I mean, she used to be a heroin addict. She's drug-free for 10, 12 years, right? And then this charming man came into her life, and he played her like a fiddle, and it goes fast. The charming ones are the seductive ones. They're going to come in, swoop you off your feet, promise you this, children, travel, loving life, and the sex was the best she's ever had, she said. Now this butters you up, and he slowly starts to wear her values down. Slowly started wear her values down. She said, I'd never date someone who does drugs. He does drugs. I would never smoke. She started smoking. Yeah, I'd never deal with inappropriate sexual stuff. She started dealing with it. And she got little and little, and now she's losing her hair. She's lost weight. She's using drugs. She's smoking. And it all was slowly dwindling and wearing this poor girl out. And
Mhm.
I said, hey, listen, I even sent her videos. This is the game plan. Now, these people who play this games, who do this, they don't go to the library and learn how to do this. It's a natural, innate survival system from their culture, from our culture. And she knows what he's doing. She can see it. But in her head, she had the picture, the dream he wrote inside of her mind. She kept going to a dry well. She comes back and feels good. He said, I found Jesus. I'm better now. He says,
Oh,
I'm in
yeah.
therapy. I'm
Heard
better
that
now.
one. Yeah.
And it's all a lie to get you to come back and to wear you down more.
Hmm.
It's insane. And I've seen the worst of this, and I experienced some of it for sure, personally. So again, it's just a weird system. So
Right.
when you know it's really dangerous for you, when they start
Yes.
belittling you and wear you down, when they gaslight you, they turn people, your friends don't want to have anything to do with you, and they start telling these stories and all this stuff, you're dealing with something that's really, you don't want to be a part of that. And some of them will just pack their bags and disappear. because they will hunt you down. They'll try to reel you in. They'll try to suck you in. They'll try to
Yeah.
do anything to get you back just so they can wear you down again.
Yeah, and this is where they need to have a support around them. They need to have other people because
Yeah.
even if they step away, now they go into maybe even loneliness. Let's say they're alone because actually there's statistics on this that say that if you leave your spouse or a relationship,
Hmm.
the person has to leave the 7 times. Like this is statistical. Like this is what statistics say that a person would leave 7 times before they finally leave the
Leave for
relationship
good.
because they get called back in,
Yeah.
whether it's a
Yeah.
woman who's hungry and she has kids to feed, or
Right.
because she feels so lonely and oh, you know what, maybe it wasn't that bad. And so
Right.
this is where we need to have you need to have a support team around you. You need to be, yeah, you need
Yeah.
to
I
have good
mean,
friends.
yeah. I mean, I'm guilty of this. I had my dream I was holding on to. And
Yeah,
that dream overlooked the harm and the danger. And the crazy thing is, most of the time, I didn't know anything was going on. I couldn't figure out what's going on because they play dirty pool in the background. They play dirty pool. So you got to be really smart. And again, that's the crazy thing because, the realtor that's selling the ranch I have, he just recently got married, and I give him some good advice. I say, hey, listen, this is what I suggest you do. Get you a journal. We call it the Happy Journal. And I said, when you and your wife write down everything that's good, write down when you met, write down the moment when you said that you're going to marry, write down every positive experience. As you walk through your life, write down and cherish these. And when you have your baby, write it down and write how good it feels. Because sometimes if you're with normal people, I say normal people, not extreme abusive people, they are out there. And the crazy thing, if you use that journal with an extremely abusive one, it'll keep you and wear you down and destroy you. So there's got to be what you call a balancing act. Now, again, even if you have a good relation, I mean, you're with a person who's harmful, but that harmful person turns on some feel good, some things you like, and that's what keeps you sucked in. You think it's them, but it's not them, it's you. You learned something about relationship you like.
hmm,
And so you want to keep the gift, but you got to separate the person. So you want to keep the feeling of love. Like somebody says, well, I loved them and they died or they left me or they cheated on me, so I'll never love again. So then they'll choose never love again because you think they took the love with them. They didn't. They brought love inside you. You stirred your own love feelings up. That's
right.
yours, not theirs.
That's so good, Robert. That is so good. So remember that love is yours.
Yeah. Yeah. You
I
you you
love
created
that.
it, even though they stimulated it, but it's your creation and internalization. So you want to
Yes.
keep the love and build on top of that and get and learn from that experience.
Yes.
When you see the red flag, I'm going for cigarettes, and I don't. And then
I'm
you meet them, and then you meet them 3 years later, and say, "What happened to you?" Oh yeah, cigarettes. I'll see you later. Never smoke. But so what you got to do is you got to be really smart with your head. You really got to be
right.
smart, and you got to look at and because see, I saw what I wanted to see.
Yep.
I
Hmm.
saw what I wanted to see, and I negated everything that was actually in front of me.
Hmm.
And we do that.
I
We,
think it's common for everyone to do that.
oh yeah,
Even meeting a new person, oh my goodness, they are so nice. And you see all the good qualities,
yeah,
but you
yeah,
don't really see the
yeah,
whole
yeah,
picture yet.
yeah. Because when they say one thing, when they do something different, pay attention to what they do, not what they say.
Hmm. Yes.
Action speaks louder than the words, even though we like the words.
Yes, true. But
You
behavior
gotta,
is a language.
yeah,
Watch
it's a it's
it.
it's a truthful language. And let me just be honest with you. Think about it logically. You say one thing, but your body says something different.
Mm,
You say one thing, but your body says something different. The body is the honest um, regulator. It tells the truth when the deal is our body is honest and all our body speaks the truth except for the mouth.
right. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah.
But in the voice and the tone, we'll speak.
Yes, exactly. There are subtle cues that
Mhm.
that your body will still give the truth.
Mhm.
All right.
So, yeah.